I mean, I got my first property when I was 20, right? So this was actually before being a business owner when I had a job, washed dishes, worked at an auto spares place, got 16 grand saved. You know, John Howard had the first home buyers grant. I think you got 8 grand from the government. Yeah, I saved 16 grand, got 8 grand from John Howard, and I bought a $216,000 apartment in Nesca Parade. $216,000 for a 2-bedder. But yeah, so that was my first property when I was 20. Interest rates were like 9%, and I had to get like a flatmate. I moved into the shitty second bedroom that had rising damp, and I had to rent out the front bedroom to kind of just afford it. I think the mortgage repayment was like $1,600 a month, and it was like a real struggle, man. It was like, so that was my first ever property.
Right.
And I think I sold it maybe 3 years later for $386,000. So I made a solid profit, and I invested that profit coming out of the GFC into like bank shares, and they doubled.
Right.
So it was kind of like my first like 300 grand of capital I got from washing dishes at $20 an hour.
Put it into property, sold the property, got the gain, and then with your background in equities, then put it into the marketplace.
100%, man.
Right.
So so that was sort of like my first property experience. So I think it helps when you have a positive first property experience.
Yeah, agreed.
Kind of gets you a little bit hooked into that capital appreciation.
To think about turning $16,000 or whatever it was, $24,000 with the government grant into $300,000 is like a
crazy
15x return, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.